What's up, world? It's your boy Blaquemozes back again with another episode of Just Two G's Talking. One, two. Two are one, and it is not a full episode again. I'm by myself. You know, that right chair is still empty. My people are out doing things, so it's just me by myself. Uno solo. So let's get it. This is part 2 of Shirley DeTurk Reed, The Invisible World, and Why the Name Blaquemozes. So if you tuned in for the first part, you know, that was a dedication to my mother-in-law, Shirley DeTurk Reed, who is fighting breast cancer and holding on. So this is part 2. Part 2 is Blaquemozes. How did I get the name Blaquemozes? Why it's so special to me? And it is also part 2 of this tribute, and it is another tribute. So let's get to it because gas is high and I'm not. Pause. So let's go. How did I get the name Blaquemozes? Blaquemozes was given to me by a good friend named Terrence Clark. And this guy is just, if you could bundle happiness, a good mood, a party, just always just a life, always had something to say. His tongue vernacular was just incredible. That's that guy, Terrence Clark. That guy right here, Terrence Clark. He is just absolutely amazing. And we worked at FedEx together for years. And he was this guy, he was kind of my size, just cool, had the swag. You know who he remind me of? He remind me of the dad from Friday. You know, just, hey, Craig, what's going on, Craig? Blah, blah, blah. You always drinking all the Kool-Aid, eating all the chicken, you know, all the hog maws. But he always had these ways to use phrases and make them so cool. And I admired him, man. He just always had a smile on his face. He was just that burst of energy. And back in the day, we worked at FedEx together. We'd always crack jokes. And Mona Lisa and I used to throw these Halo parties like on the first Xbox. Y'all remember the first Xbox? And Halo was the joint. And that was back when you would hook 2 or 3 consoles together, have 3 different TVs. Man, we'd barbecue, make wings. Friends would come over. We'd have like 10 or 12 people at the house and have Halo parties till like 2 in the morning playing those death matches. And he would come over, I would cook, and be like, boy, this chicken good. Mike, you put your foot in these wings, Mike. And you know, I could throw down in the kitchen. You know, I'm also Blaquemozes, AKA the chocolate chef. You know what I'm saying? I could throw down a little bit. So we were both in the military. He was in the Navy. I was in the Army. 94 Bravo, all my cooks out there. Yeah, I was chefing it up. And so, you know, I got a little bit of my flavor, my cooking flavor in the kitchen from the military, but most importantly, from my mom and my grandmother. Hey, Maggie, love you. Maggie will be 96 this year, man. So love you, Grandma. Hope to see you soon. So he was just that great guy, man. He was just always a burst of energy. And we would hang out and have these heavy, deep conversations, you know, and I would just drop knowledge on them. You know, it was before I became Blaquemozes. I always had this gift for just talking to people and encouraging people. And I guess hence we rotate to the future and, you know, I do a podcast. I got a whole bunch of other stuff going on. Got a new band called Groove Garden started. Shout out to Groove Garden. My son, Jay Rohn, has got music. He just dropped a new song. I got to plug him real quick. The new song is called Traders. It's fire. Go check it out. But it was before I became Blaquemozes, and we would just hang out and just talk, man. And he would just look at me and just had that look like I dropped knowledge, and he'd be like, and I could just see I had his wheels spinning and, you know, and I was just like, man, I'm just saying what I feel from the heart, man. And he's like, boy, you got a word from the bird. You always got a word, man. You smoother than Coca-Cola on a hot sunny day with a big old ice cube in it, man. He just had these ways of saying things. So one day I rolled up on him and we were hanging out, just talking and this, that, and other. And he was like, man, I know you got a word for me, Blaquemozes. Come on, Blaquemozes. You always parting the seas with that staff. You always got a word. Keep us from going around Mount Sinai, Blaquemozes. And he just had this pitch in his voice. He'd be high and, you know, laughing. He would say it and be laughing at the same time. And you laughing with him and trying to figure out what he was saying because he had that, like, almost like that West Coast accent, but he was just so smooth. And the name Blaquemozes came out. And I was just like, wow, Blaquemozes. But you know, there's also another Blaquemozes, and his name is Isaac Hayes. You know, a great musician from Memphis, Memphis Funk. Isaac Hayes, the legend. And I thought, wow, Blaquemozes. And I remember him saying that, and I would go home like, this dude would call me Blaquemozes. From that day on, my name was no longer Michael E. Roan. It was Blaquemozes. And I used to be like, this dude is crazy, man, calling me Blaquemozes. And I would just be like, man, whatever, man. I'm just saying what I know. He was like, nah, man, you always got something positive to say. You always lifting up brothers and sisters, man, whether they black, white, Mexican, Filipino, jalapeno, Chileno, Chino. That's how he would talk, just like that. And I would just start laughing. He's like, man, you got a word from everybody, man. You got a word for everybody. Your word don't discriminate or resonate or crepidate. He would just be flowing. And you would just be like, oh my God, this dude could get 1,000 words out in 10 seconds. And you just like, what? And I wish he had subtitles but that particular day, I heard Blaquemozes. We're here today in the future, you know, here in the present day, that name stuck with me. And he would call and check on me. And as time went by, you know how friends do, things happen in life. You go through things and you get married, you have kids, you know, you change jobs, things get crazy out of whack. But he always maintained contact with me, always. If a month had passed, if a year had passed, if 6 months had passed, this guy would always call and talk to me as if we had talked yesterday. Blaquemozes, what's up, man? What's up, man? I know you got a word for me. I know you got a word for me. You know, and I would just crack up laughing every time I'd answer the phone. And he would always start the conversation with, I know you got a word for me. And so that name has stuck with me. That's why I have the name Blaquemozes. And when I started the podcast, I was like with Mario, and I was just saying, you know what? I'm going to go with the Blaquemozes thing. And it just stuck. And it's almost as if, to be honest with you guys, I just fell into it. I actually feel like the Blaquemozes, which is cool. And I want to give a shout out to Terrence. And thank you, Terrence. Thank you for that cool name, even though Isaac Hayes had it first, or the album was titled Blaquemozes. And I'm just going to carry on the torch. I don't feel like Moses, but I'm going to take it because I'm trying to part seas, get people across on dry land, and get them to where they need to be. Get them to where they need to be, Terrence. Just like you always say, and I always got a word from the big bird to deliver down here. So that's my goal. That was one of the reasons why we started the podcast, to share our knowledge, our wisdom, our life experiences, to be transparent, to keep people from going through the same situations that we did. Or if they did go through those situations, they could always come back and, hey man, how did Blaquemozes handle it? How did Mona Lisa handle it? How did 60 Cal handle it? How did Mario handle it? How did Marie handle it? How did Julia Kapler handle it? You know, whoever comes on, they could always go back and pull from the Rolodex, wow, I'm telling my age, or the data of the videos of the podcast. So I want to thank you, Terrence, for the name Blaquemozes. And why did the tribute come about? Well, the tribute came about because I got a phone call from Terrence about 2 weeks ago. And as you know, my mother-in-law, Shirley, is hanging on, dealing with stage 4 breast cancer. And one day I'm just riding, and Terrence had called, and I didn't answer the phone and went to voicemail, but I knew I had to check it later. I checked it later, and Terrence leaves me this message. And he didn't have like his 100% Terrence Clark just, you know what I'm saying? It was just, Brother Mike, man, Blaquemozes. Blaquemozes, man, Blaquemozes. What you doing, Blaquemozes? How you doing, Blaquemozes? Hey, man, I'm good, man. Hey, man, I've been in the hospital, man, since, March 2nd, man. And, yeah, man, I'm in rehab, man. And, Moses, I lost my leg below the knee, Moses. And, he said, I'm still in. I don't get out till April 8th, man. And, I just need some encouragement, man. I just need some encouragement, man. I didn't know if you if you had a word for me, Moses, I just need some encouragement, man. If you could just reach back out to me, man, um, I'd appreciate it, man. And I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. Just get back to me. All right, Blaquemozes, hold it down. When I listened to that message, my mind is all over because, like you out there, we all have seasons and storms that we have to get through, that we have to get through. And it seems like God will always send me something right when I feel like I don't have enough. I don't have another word. I don't have a motivational speech. I don't have an encouragement gene in me. And I heard his message and I heard his voice. And I was like, Lord, I was like, really? Right now? And then when I heard what he said, I just dropped lower than I already was. And I was just like, it's always something. And I know you out there have said that same thing. It's always something. And I'm like, and I go, God, you always pull on me when I feel like I have nothing less, or I have nothing left, I'm sorry. But then I think about the scripture. It says, in my weakness, he is made strong. In your weakness, he is made strong. So I listened to that message and I was really bummed out about it because I could hear my friend, who was just this radiated ball of just fire, sound like he was sputtering. Psst, 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 psst. And that bothered me. And I didn't call him right away. I called him the next day. It was almost as if I needed to process, because when I heard his message, I was like, God, you got to give me something to give to him because I don't know if I have it. So I went through the day, the following day, and God reminded me, you need to call Terrence. And it was just heavy on my heart. And I said, okay. So I came home. I sat on the couch. Actually, I came home, prayed, sat on the couch, or sat on the couch and prayed. I don't know. One of them. I prayed, man. I prayed. I sat on the couch and prayed, turned everything off, sat there for a minute. And I was like, okay, God, just give me something. I don't know what I'm going to say. I dialed his phone. It's ringing. He picks up. Blaquemozes. I'm like, hey, brother, how you doing? Blaquemozes. And now you remember, I'm in real time, like, okay, what am I going to say? I'm like, God, give it to me. And I'm having this conversation with God and Terrence, like, give it to me, Lord. Tell me what I'm going to say. Blaquemozes. And I'm tripping because I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to say, right? You ever been in that position? I don't know what I'm going to say. Blaquemozes, man. He goes, Blaquemozes. And I'm like, what up, bro? Man, I don't know, man. I lost my leg and I'm just hopping along. And I'm like, this dude just said, I'm hopping along. And then I go, man, you a bad dude with a one leg, old Blackbeard the pirate, something like that. And we just start cracking up. And while I was talking to him, God, I just felt God over me, just saying, be yourself. Don't change. Just be Blaquemozes to Terrence. So I said, man, you're going to be the baddest dude on one leg, bro. Who care, man? We going to roll around one leg. We'll kick him with the other good leg. We just joshing around, just having a good time, man. And so we just get to talking about life and having a good time. And then he tells me, yeah, man, I hope to be out of here soon. I hope to go get my car one day. And Terrence had been sick for a while. He was dealing with diabetes. And he was hoping to get his car before I found out about this situation. I'm going to go get my car, man. I'm going to drive. I'm in therapy right now. I'm learning how to walk. I go to therapy every day. And I was like, man, you got this, man. You good, man. We're going to get that car, man. You good. And he said, yeah, man, I'm just hanging in there. I lost all my toes on my other foot and lost 3 fingers on my left hand. And I'm hearing this. And I'm thinking to myself, as many of you will or have been in this situation, I'm complaining about what I got going on. And my brother is telling me he's missing his leg, his toes on his other foot, and some fingers off his left hand. And he's in physical therapy, learning how to walk again, and he's going to go get his car. And I'm sitting there like thinking to myself, I'm looking at God like, what am I crying about, God? This guy dealing with this. I said, man, let me quit being a baby. You ever been a baby, just be whining, and then God give you a story or put you in the path of somebody? Oh, you think you got it bad? Or you think you had it bad like me when I was hanging on Calvary? Oh, that rhymed a little bit. Think you bad like me when I was hanging on Calvary. And I go, oh. It's funny how we can get so caught up in our own storms and think it's the worst ever until you have that conversation with somebody else and you go, oh, it's not that bad. Or I know the cliche saying that everybody hates, it could always be worse. Let me tell you, it could always be worse. I'm sitting here as a cancer survivor. Certain parts don't work like they used to. It's a mental game. I know that mental game. My brother is sitting in therapy with a leg missing, toes on his other foot missing, fingers on his hand missing, thinking about what kind of husband he is to his wife, what he's going to be like. What kind of man is this? What kind of man goes around like this? I know that mental game. I know what it's like. Terrence, I ain't missing a leg. I'm not missing fingers. I'm not missing toes, but I am missing a part of me. And I know what it's like to be missing something. But I want to tell you, Terrence, you got it. You got it. You always had it. What's missing on the outside doesn't take away what's on the inside. Keep your heart, brother. I'm keeping mine. And I'm sitting in this chair. I wear the name Blaquemozes. I say it on social media. I tell people when I'm out in the public because of what you said, the name you gave me. So if you don't have a leg, I got one for you. If you don't have 3 fingers, I got 3 right here for you, player. If you don't have 5 toes, I got 10 on my feet, bro. You need one? I got you. In spirit, I got you. In my heart, I got you, Terrence. I know what it's like to be missing something. Some of y'all are missing something out there, but I'm telling you, I got you. He got you. And through him, from me to you, I got you. He got you. I want to say, Terrence, you are a freaking superhero, a Navy veteran, a guy that's always been full of positivity and great energy. I sit in this chair, Blaquemozes, because of the name you gave me, and I wear it proud. I wear it proud. We serve a great God, and just because you missing pieces don't mean the man ain't there, player. That's what I want you to know. I went down that road. I played that mental chess. I've been in that depression, Terrence, but I got you. I sit here today to tell you no matter what happens, no matter what you lose, you will always be Terrence Clark, the man, the life of the party. I will always be Blaquemozes, the guy, the encourager, the lifter, the one that parts seas so people can get across on dry ground. And right now, whether you have a leg or not, or missing 5 toes, I got you right here, brother. And we're going to walk across this dry sea bed together. So I want you, while you watching this, Terrence, to know I love you. I appreciate you. I thank you for the name Blaquemozes so I can sit here and do this, the 2Gs podcast, where we lift and help people gravitate to greatness. Whoever sits in this chair, whether it's Mona Lisa, whether it's just me, whether it's 60 Cal, whoever, I will make sure that whoever speaks uplifts the people and gives them the energy and the power to proceed and go forth in life. And I'm going to tell you this, man. You got it. Secondly, Secondly, I want to give flowers to your beautiful queen, your wife, who is stuck beside you through this, through the battle of what we say falling apart or falling to pieces. That's good, Terrence. You know, me and you could joke like that. Whether we're falling to pieces or not, whether I'm falling to pieces or you're falling to pieces, our queens have been there by our side. God has given us women. No matter what happens, we stick together. This bond is 3 chords strong. And if you fall, I'll pick you up. You are sitting in the most beautiful case of holy matrimony with your queen. And queen, I don't even know your name, but it's all right because queen is perfect for what you're doing and who you are. And I thank you. God thanks you for being the woman to stand by her man no matter what. When many queens would, we won't even call them queens, when many women would run at the sight of trouble. I know it's not easy. I know you cry at night. I know you're trying to figure out what to do, where to go, how to handle things. I know that. I know it's hard and you're going to figure it out. You got it. And I appreciate everything you've done. I appreciate all the work you put in, and I appreciate the love that you have given Terrence Clark. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I was given the name Blaquemozes. This is why I carry it. I wanted to give my boy Terrence Clark his love and a shout out, and I want all of you out there to pray for this guy. Pray for this guy and his beautiful queen, that he walks out of that hospital, that he recovers, and he makes a full recovery physically and mentally to carry out the rest of his days on this planet fruitfully with his beautiful queen. This is Blaquemozes. This is the 2Gs podcast. This is what we do. I wanted to keep it short and sweet and get to what I needed to say. Part 2. Hey, I'm your boy. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all those good things to keep the 2Gs flowing. Whether one person is watching, whether 5 people are watching, this is what we do. We help others gravitate to greatness. So I'm Blaquemozes, a.k.a. Michael E. Rohn. This is the 2Gs podcast. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and follow. This is what we do. Terrence, I love you. God bless you. Peace.